Hey there, my name is Simon Owens, and this is my regular vlog. I didn't say daily vlog this time since several days have passed since I've done my last one. I've been wanting to do these more regularly, but life just kind of gets in the way sometimes. So what have I been up to? So on Sunday, I ran in an Olympic level or Olympic length triathlon. That medal was just a participation medal. I didn't actually place or anything. Didn't do that great in it, but I think for me right now, just being able to finish these things is my entire goal. What else? I launched my paid membership version of my online journalism. So if you want to join on that, just Google Patreon and the name Simon Owens, and if you subscribe at the $4 level, you get basically one premium article from me for a week, and if you do it at the $8 level, you get one premium article, plus you get into the super private Facebook group where I chat with my readers and subscribers. So it's been a lot of fun. I've been experimenting with that. I'm going to be sending out my second Patreon only article later today about how brands are using these viral quizzes to basically build their email list for their email marketing. So that's pretty exciting to write. What else is new with me? Well, I have a cousin staying with me from Louisiana, so that's exciting. This is my office / guest bedroom, so this is where he's staying. But what I wanted to talk about today is this concept of going viral. And I think we need to put that in air quotes, and why it's incredibly overrated. There was this new study out from this company called Woochit, which specializes in creating automated video that showed that less than 1% of videos that are uploaded to Facebook go viral. And I think that over the past decade or so, that there's been this overemphasis on virality. We kind of worship at the altar of virality, and there's this myth that if you can create a video or an article or a piece of content that goes viral and gets seen by millions of people, then all of a sudden it can just make your brand overnight, and you'll become basically have launch a career from scratch from this. Think of someone like Chewbacca Mom as being kind of an example of this. She posts this video to Facebook, it gets tons of coverage, and all of a sudden now she's making 6-7 figures a year just showing up to events as Chewbacca Mom. But she's really the exception to the rule. Over the years, I've participated in a lot of things that have gone super viral, things that have been seen by upwards of millions upon millions of people. I once created a meme on Reddit. I think what was it called? It was called 1990s Problems, and it's literally been seen by hundreds of millions of people. I've had tweets that have gotten upwards of 6,000 retweets that have been seen by at least 1 million people each. But like with each piece of viral content in and of itself, the brand awareness around my personal brand has been minimal. It might result in maybe like an extra 100 followers on Twitter or something like that. But it's not like your brand grows by leaps and bounds just because a particular piece of content goes viral. A lot of those people who are viewing that content are flyby viewers. They swoop in, see the content, either share it or find it interesting, and then move on and almost immediately forget who you are. So there's really just no magic bullet. There's this great quote from Gary Vaynerchuk, who now is kind of like a branding marketing expert, but he originally got famous because he created a YouTube show called Wine TV. He owned basically this wine business, and he built this amazing brand as this wine expert. And you kind of think, oh, he must have been this kind of overnight sensation with virality. But he has this great quote. In early 2006, I started Wine Library TV. I took an enormous risk, and you can too. For 18 months, I did my show 5 days a week, and nobody gave a shit. I had 30 to 75 views on every video for an entire year. And the YouTuber who's super famous now, has millions of subscribers, Casey Neistat, he made a similar point to where he talked about how he had created these super viral videos over the years. There's one famous one where he's riding his bike on the bike lanes of New York City and basically crashing into everything that's parked in those bike lanes to kind of display how cyclists have a raw deal in most cities. And he's had these super viral posts, but he talked about how, despite having these viral posts, his increase in YouTube subscribers really just didn't jump up by that much. It wasn't until he started vlogging every day that he basically, within a couple of months, doubled his YouTube subscribers to over 1 million, and then he doubled it again in the same time, and that was by posting every single day. And that's what I kind of wanted to talk about. Is I think that gets at the heart of what's really important in terms of online brand building, and its consistency. Putting out high quality content on a consistent basis, whether that's weekly, which is probably the most realistic thing you can do, especially if you have a full-time job, or if you can do it daily. Not everything will go viral. I think a lot of that brand building is going to happen with those posts that sometimes only have a few hundred views, because it really is about hitting users again and again with this high quality content. And slowly but surely, they're not going to just view it as a singular piece of content, but view it as something that's coming from you specifically. And that's what online brand building is all about. And I think one last thing is that you can use this consistent content writing or content making to your advantage, and that you're creating this huge long tail of content. And a lot of these users who are coming in and seeing you for the first time, you kind of have this assumption, oh, they must have seen everything else in my content archive, and that's really just not the case. So really, as you kind of build up that consistency, as you build up that brand, the trick is kind of reaching back into that content archive to some of your more evergreen content and continually finding ways to resurface it. Whether it's you're writing a new article, realize that you wrote about something similar in the past, making sure to link to that. One thing that I do is every Monday for overnight tweets, I go into Hootsuite and I schedule tweets to older content that I've written, and then at the on Fridays, the last thing I do before I wrap up my work for the week is I go into Hootsuite again and schedule out tweets to my older content to go out over the weekend. And I think it's a good way to continue to leverage your followership and making sure to, as it grows, to keep on pointing them back to content that will get them more and more hooked. So yes, virality is completely overrated. Consistency is more important, and make sure as you build up your content archives that you don't let them go to waste. That's all I have to say. Thanks for watching.